Good evening. It is Tuesday. Tuesday, worst day ever business-wise. Yeah, it's been a really bad day. I don't know where to start. Okay. So, I've mentioned before, and I've shown how I put my packages on my porch. Never had a problem. Never had a problem. Last Thursday, which would be December 13th, apparently I had like 3 bins that day. Apparently, one of the bins went missing, and it was 42 packages in that bin. How do I know that one of those bins went missing? I woke up to like 15 emails of customers wanting to know where's their package, why hasn't it moved, why hasn't it moved since Thursday, 15 angry customers because they're like, I really thought I would get this item in time. This is all of my private label account. So it's new items that people were buying as Christmas presents. This isn't like vintage stuff like I sell under 80s Toy Hunter. This is the private label that I've mentioned before. I don't really talk about much because I just don't want to deal with copycats, and so I don't mention what the product is. So anyway, 15 angry customers want to know where their package is. So I look online and there's no movement. And there's no movement on these packages. So then I go through that day and I had more than 42 packages, and so a lot of stuff shows movement, but exactly 42 packages don't show any activity whatsoever. So I pulled all those, I printed packing slips, I pulled all the information, I pulled tracking numbers, and I called my mail lady. And I said, I have 42 packages that do not show any movement whatsoever. And she's like, oh, I said, were you working Thursday? And do you remember, like, did anything weird happen on Thursday? Could you look in your truck? Is there a bin sitting there? Can you go to the warehouse, or not the warehouse, the post office? Could someone have shoved one of my bins in a back corner and forgot about it? She's like, no, it's a small office. There's no packages there. She goes, it's a busy season, so they have like 2 substitutes that help them. She goes, and I'm not going to say their names, and she's like, one of those, they picked up your packages that day. And I said, my lady, I love her, she's super nice, but of course it's never her, it's always someone else. It's just but she knows that she didn't pick up that day. She can look at the records. So I said, you need to look to see who picked up that day and talk to them. I said, this is ridiculous. She goes, well, maybe someone stole it off of your porch. And I'm like, anytime there's a lost package, I get that. I've got that a couple times from the post office saying, well, maybe someone stole it. Yes, it is a possibility that someone came onto my porch and stole a bin. Sure, it's a possibility. I keep notes. I keep a calendar of everything that happens. Thursday, it rained all day. All day long, it rained all day. So that means my mail bins were covered by dark. They were covered by the tubs. I've shown you how I've done the tubs. So no one would really know that there's stuff there. No one would know that there's stuff there. So if someone were to steal that, then they would specifically know that I put stuff on the porch. Yeah, it's a possibility. It absolutely could happen. I don't think that's what happened. One, thieves aren't going to be running around in the rain, running on people's porches. I don't believe it. I could be wrong. It could it have been stolen? Yes. I don't believe that's what happened. I absolutely believe one of the sub that day, I don't know what he did, but I think he lost him somehow. I think they got pushed in a corner somehow. Maybe they fell off the truck. Maybe he ran out of room. Maybe he shoved it in his trunk because he didn't want to worry about it. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I'm not psychic. All I know is I have 42 packages that have not moved since last Thursday. I have 50 angry customers, and so then my husband then gets involved because he's a lot more. He's a man. People listen to him more. And so he took all my information and he went up to the post office and talked to the postmaster. And the postmaster is like, this is a big deal, He's like, yeah, it is a big deal. He goes, I might have to get the feds involved. And my husband's like, you need to get the feds involved. Because, either someone stole it, which is still, whether it was a postal person or a random person, that's still mail fraud. I just don't, who knows what happened? Who knows? I can just assume. I really feel like the sub that day made a mistake, and I don't want to admit that he made a mistake, and so he's trying to cover his ass. I don't know. All I know is some of the items were priority, so when they show after 10 days and they show not delivered, I can file a claim and get my money back on those. But you know, the postman, no one's offering anything, and no one's admitting to anything. And oh yeah, the postmaster is apologetic, has all my information, he'll look into it, but you know, he just don't understand what could have happened. And then I think tomorrow I'm just gonna file a police report, because if they're saying they didn't, well, I have to hear back from the postman first, because I was hoping they would just talk to this guy and see if they could find it. I was hoping someone would be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's got pushed underneath this corner, and you know, because they're in a rush and they're overwhelmed. I mean, I've had like so many like postage mistakes this week. They can make mistakes. They've made a billion this week. I think I mentioned that I had like a food item delivered to my house that was a lady two houses over. Didn't I mention that in a previous rant? I don't know. All it is ranting about the post office. And it's not just USPS, it's FedEx, it's UPS, it's all postal carriers. It's like, anyway, where are my thoughts? So anyway, so yes, we've talked to the postmaster, the head guy, the head honcho. I said, do what you have to do. I will fill out forms. I'll do anything I need to do. Someone took them off my porch. I really think the mailman took them off my porch and lost them somewhere. I don't believe it was stolen, because another reason I don't think it was stolen was there was other items on that porch and they weren't touched. Again, the stuff was covered. It was raining. I just don't see a thief running. And again, you can't see my packages from the road. I have a brick wall. It's just, and I've done this for 3 years and I've never ever had a problem. And I really don't believe anyone stole it. It was broad daylight. It was raining. I just really believe it's a mistake the post office made. Like I said, yeah, it could have been stolen. But I had other stuff. Why didn't they take that? I had actually a couple nice boxes from companies I won't say that were delivered to me sitting right there. Why didn't they take those boxes? Instead, they went to the far corner and took something that was completely covered in the rain. I don't see that. I don't. It's the sub. It's the postal employee sub for the day did something, and I just don't. And anyway, it's like, I know I don't seem upset. I am completely upset. This happened 6 hours ago. I've been processing this for 6 hours. Trust me, I was crying earlier. This is close to $1,000 worth of lost product. And I'm, like I said, I'm only gonna get money back on like not all the remember, I only do insurance if it's over $50 or if it's ship priority. And so there was a couple that was ship priority, so that money I can't get back, but the other items were all under $50. And I'm just at a loss. And I have unhappy customers. So to make those customers happy, everyone who complained, I priorityed, since this is a private label, this is stuff that I have multiples of. And luckily, I hadn't sold out of any of the items, so I did have multiples. So everyone who complained, I apologized profusely, and said, the post office is working on it. I said, I'm sending your replacement today. If the original package ever shows up, please mark return to sender. You're getting it priority today. And so I did 15 packages priority of the replacement products, and then but remember, it was 42 packages. So everyone else who had not complained, I pulled their orders too, and I repackaged those, and I'm keeping track. And then when they complain, and they just went out first class, because I can't afford to send 42 packages flat rate priority. I've already lost enough money. So those people, it went first class, and then keeping track of them. And if they email me, I will be extremely apologetic and explain the situation, but hopefully they won't notice, and they'll just be happy when they get their package in 3 to 4 days, hopefully. And then all the tracking numbers, the original tracking numbers, the post office has them. Supposedly they can pull them if they ever, and not deliver them if they ever show up, and find out what happened. I don't have any luck that these packages are going to pull up or pop up, because I really feel like if they do find it, I don't think they would ever admit that they did anything wrong, and I feel like they just shove it in a corner. I really do. There was too many people who were like not acting like they cared. I just the one guy who actually acted like he cared, is just a clerk, and he can't do anything. So I went to the office. I went to the front desk after we repackaged everything, and there was a long line, and he knows me. He's like, oh, you can just leave it. He had not heard the story yet. He's like, you can just leave your packages right there. I'm like, no. I said, I'm sorry, you're gonna see. And he recognized me even though I don't go in there all the time, because remember, my packages had been picking up on my front porch. I explained, I have 42 items disappeared, blah, 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 blah. Told him the whole story. He was like, oh my God. I said, you'll be seeing me every day from now on until I feel comfortable with your office. I will be coming in every day. You're going to have to scan them. I want a receipt. And a lot of eBay sellers do that. They go in every day and get a receipt and get it scanned. My lady spoiled me. And I told him, and he goes, well, you're late, she really likes picking up your package. I said, well, if I know she's coming and she's going to pick it up, then I would gladly put it out for her. But every time there's a sub, something bad happens, and I just can't even afford this mistake. I definitely can't afford any more mistakes. And I said, you're going to see me every day, and I'm going to wait in line, and you're going to scan every single package. And he was very apologetic. And remember, my husband had been in there earlier. I already talked to the head guy, and I saw him in the background, kind of listening, acting like it wasn't, but he didn't say a word. I'm still waiting for his call back to see if he talked to that one guy. Still waiting to see what the next step is. He's supposed to call me to say what the next step that we do, if I can get any resolution. Nothing. And it's now 6 o'clock, and this started at 10 a.m. this morning. So I'm just flabbergasted. I'm completely freaking flabbergasted. It's just, I know it's like, I trusted the postal system. I trusted that they would pick up my packages, no problem. I trust, if the off chance that someone stole them from my porch, which again, I don't think that's what happened, but if it did, still, I trust the people to be nice and not fucking steal from me. Freaking, oh my God, I said another cuss word. Sorry. Fudgesicles. I trusted people, to be honest, and it just was a reminder that people suck. People suck big time. Merry Christmas to me. It's, oh my God. So it was $1,000 worth of merchandise. That's the retail value. Am I losing $1,000? Technically, no, because remember, I have a markup, and I could have given everyone a refund, but they still would have probably given me negative. So I feel like, thank God I had replacement product. So me with the original product and me mailing replacement product, I'm close to breaking even. I'm not losing money, but I'm not making the profit that I should have. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if I buy something, I don't know, I'm not even going to give an example. You know what I'm saying. I'm not selling something for what I paid for it. So that profit was big enough that I can absorb the second one that I'm remailing, but still, it is $1,000 that I essentially did not make $1,000. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Maybe I'm overthinking too hard. It's not like someone stole $1,000 cash out of my pocket, but they stole $1,000 worth of product. You see what I'm saying? And it's not something that anyone can resell or do anything with. And I don't know that anyone stole it. I really feel like, maybe I'm just hopeful. I really feel like it's sitting somewhere, maybe in this guy's truck. I don't know. Maybe it fell off the truck at another stop. Maybe at another stop he leaves it open when he takes a smoke break and someone just picked up a tub and ran off with it. I don't know. I wish I was psychic and knew what happened. All I do know is I have 42 packages that have not done anything in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in 5 postal days. So, could they turn up? Sure. Are they going to turn up? No, not likely. I really don't believe that. It's just, I think I'm just in shock. It's not like last week when I was complaining about 3 lost packages. This is a really big deal. And I don't have a camera. I did have a camera in my doorbell, but it broke. I had it for 2 years. I just never got it replaced. And someone's like, oh, you should have a camera on your porch. That is a good idea. I loved when I had my camera on my porch. But you got to remember, if I would have had a camera on my porch, and it would have showed someone stealing it, That's nice. Great. I have a great video to post on YouTube of someone stealing it. Does that mean they're going to catch that guy? Is he holding up his driver's license so I know who he is? It ain't going to really help. You know what I'm trying to say? Camera, yeah, you caught someone stealing something. It doesn't show his name. It doesn't give you his address. All you know is some kid in a hoodie stole something. You don't know who it is. That's all. So that wouldn't have stopped anything from happening. So the solution is no more putting packages on my front porch for my lady to pick up. Now I have to go to the post office every single day. That's fine. I have time. I work from home. I have time to go to the post office every day. I'm going to be a person that takes 50 packages every day and stand in line and make everyone else wait. And the guy who scanned it today was super nice. And I said this is what I was going to do. He's like, that's fine. Whatever you got to do, whatever you got to do. He's nice. I'll take my phone. I'll play Pokemon. They're waiting. I need my receipt. It's just like, oh my God. I've already been rambling for 16 minutes. I know people will comment like what I should have done, what I could have done. Yeah, so many coulda, shoulda, woulda. What did I learn? I just learned that people suck. And I need to go to the post office every single day and wait in line and no longer do that porch pickup that they offer. And you have to understand, I live in a nice neighborhood. I live in a very nice neighborhood. The only crime I've ever heard of is like maybe someone knocking over a mailbox. And I realize the common scam around Christmas is people drive around and look for stuff on your porch. I just saw that video about the Amazon delivery drivers coming back later and re-stealing packages. I didn't have an Amazon delivery that day. I did have it the next day. Do I believe it could have been an Amazon delivery driver coming back and taking a box? Maybe, but again, it was raining all day long. Thieves are lazy. Are they really going to run up to my porch in the rain on a cold, freezing day? I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think so. Like I said, I really think it was a postal person who made a mistake and they don't want to admit to it. Or maybe there's two people it could be. Maybe one of them stole it. Maybe they're like, hey, looks good. I don't know. I don't know. And then my lady's like, well, this one person, he's worked for her for 20 years. I don't think I'm like, I don't care how long has he worked there. I definitely have read one or two stories of longtime postal employees getting overloaded and overworked. And when they retire, someone goes to their garage and their garage is stuffed full of mail because they just didn't have time to deliver it all. So they stuck it into their garage and they were going to re-deliver it later and they just never got around to it because they just got overwhelmed. And those people work forever. So I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's nothing I can do at this point besides try to make my customers happy and wait for the next step. And I'll definitely fill you guys in whatever turns out with the my postmaster. And yeah, I want to talk to him first before I file a police report. Not that a police report's going to do anything, but at least I have it on record so they know that no one's going to accuse me of lying, saying like I didn't put anything on the porch, because why would I go through all that effort? I know I put my packages on the porch. I've never had this happen. I know stuff was picked up that day. So, and that's another, like, then the lady's like, well, maybe UPS accident, because I got a UPS delivery. Well, maybe UPS thought it was for them and they picked it up. And the couple times that I've had a misplaced package, I've heard them say that before. And I'm like, no, I'm not buying it. That's just another excuse. I'm not buying it. I'm not. None of these were boxes. These were like little envelopes. And I think UPS is so used to dealing with big boxes, they wouldn't look twice at my US. And here's the other thing. It's all in United States Postal Service bins. So why would the UPS think, oh, that's for me, even though it says USPS on it? No, that's just an excuse, trying to rationalize what could have happened. That's fine. Oh my God, it's already 20 minutes. So yeah, thoughts, feelings. Is it just me that's having the worst luck with the Postal Service? Am I going to quit what I'm doing? No, I'm not. I'm praying this was a fluke. I will go to the post office every day. I still make really good money on the internet. All I can hope is that all my customers are understanding, because it's been this was stuff Thursday, they expected to go out on Thursday. It's still, I talked to my guy, he said there is a chance they'll still get it by Christmas Eve. I think tomorrow is the final day that it's iffy if you'll get your stuff by Christmas Eve, but he said it's still a chance. I just hope my customers are understanding, because remember, most people aren't understanding. They blame me for the postal service mistakes. All I can hope is these customers are understanding, because you have to keep in mind, on my private label, I have a lot of repeat customers. So like, that's one reason I didn't want to do a refund, besides the fact that I'm still breaking even by sending replacement instead of sending a refund. I want to send replacement because I don't want to lose those customers in case any of them are repeat, or they'll come back because it's a product that they might like and buy more of, and they'll come back to me to buy more of that product. You see what I'm saying? So I think just going and refunding everyone and saying sorry, it was stolen, would tick people off. But by saying sorry, I've sent your replacement, please accept my apology, I think I'm less likely to get negative. Hopefully, who knows? Yeah, this is my life. I just get back from a great vacation and have to deal with this. I just can't believe it. Can't believe this happened to me. I can't believe this actually, like, happened overall, because I've read stories of, like, people getting one or two packages stolen, but to have a whole freaking bin of 42 packages stolen or lost, because again, I still don't think it was stolen. I think it was lost by the postal service. 42 packages lost by the postal service. So these are all, like, padded envelopes, like the 6x10, not the itty bitty ones, but like the good eBay size ones. That's what I use the most. So to have a whole bin disappear, it's just, it's just the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest thing. It is. So yeah, $1,000. Pew, pew, throw it away. That's fine. I don't know. What else is there to say? Life sucks. Could always be worse. It could always be worse. I'm thinking of family and friends and stuff that I know that other people are going through. It definitely always could be worse. This isn't the end of the world. This is why I'm trying to maintain. To me, any other day, it might be the end of the other world, but real life happens. I'm thinking of other family and friends and what they're dealing with. So this definitely isn't the end of the world. It's just a small stumbling block. This is how I keep a positive attitude. I'm really pretty positive most of the time. It sucks. It's a small stumbling block. It's not the end of the world. It's a lot of money. Oh my god, it's a lot of money. But I gotta keep reminding myself, it's not the end of the world. It could always be worse. I'm happy. I'm healthy. My husband is happy and healthy. Well, we're not happy at the moment. I should say we're healthy. And our cat is better. And we took the cat to the vets. And we have a house and food and a roof. And it just sucks. Because either we have a crappy postal person or a crappy neighbor who's a thief. I don't know which. And I don't know that I'll ever find out. Because I know how people are nowadays. Nobody accepts blames for their mistakes. Especially USPS. And never accepts blame for their mistakes. So that's it. They're going to be sick of my face because I'm going into the office every single day and I'm standing there while they scan my 50 packages every day, because I'm never taking this chance again. And I have to talk to my everyday lady because this might affect her. She likes scanning it. She got like, somehow it helped her, like, for her numbers. But I just cannot take that risk that someone else is her sub is going to pick it up or something. Even after the holidays, I told the guy, I said, it's going to take a while. Told him straight up, it's going to take a while for you guys to regain my trust, because my trust is shattered right now. I trusted the post office and I trusted them to do the right thing, and neither has happened. And I don't know. Enough. It's been 25 minutes. I might just do this video by itself and post it tomorrow before Christmas, because usually if you watch my videos you know that I'm like 2 weeks behind, but I kind of want this out before Christmas just to see if anyone else is having terrible luck with packages, or it's just me having the worst luck ever. It might just be me having the worst luck ever. So I didn't say any names. No one knows where I live. I hope I'm not gonna get in trouble for. How could I get in trouble? I'm not the one who did anything wrong. Like the postal service for bad mouthing the postal service. Am I allowed to badmouth the postal service? Why not? I can badmouth them. If you don't do your job. So yeah, I'm not. There's nothing. No one can sue me for anything because I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. So anyway, there I go again. Thoughts, feelings on if you're a reseller. You got any crazy stories of lost packages? Or is it just me? Let me know. And while you're at it, please hit the like and subscribe button. And hit the like for sure, because I might need more money. I keep losing all my packages. My eBay business is going down the drain because I keep losing all my packages. So, YouTube, give me some money, because no one else is coming through for me. So anyway, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you later.